Hi, I'm Dominique Live Fancy and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be talking about taking up space, because when we were little girls we were always taught to be quiet, sit like this, do like this. You don't want to have red hair, you don't want to wear blonde hair. So in this video we are going to talk about how to take up space unapologetically. And when you take up space, you are being authentically you and nobody else. Stay tuned. Taking up space means to be authentically you. Being authentically you. So that means you do what you want to do when you want to do it. You don't do things because somebody else is doing it or that's the way you were taught to do things. It's you do it because you want to do it. So let's start off with speaking up. That's one way to take up space. So when we speak up, when we see something is wrong, we're going to talk about it. Or if you feel like you are being treated unfairly, you are going to say something about it. And so now people say, oh, well, you're just too sensitive. That's their way to kind of make you stop speaking up. When no, because everybody's sensitive to a certain extent. You can't say what you want to say to everybody. Everybody's not going to tolerate that. And the people who are saying, oh, you're too sensitive, if you said what you wanted to say to them, they wouldn't be able to handle it. Those are the people who can't handle it. So speak up. If you are in that board meeting and they're not doing things right or ethically, speak up about it. Be loud about it. Speak up. And like I said, and definitely if you are being mistreated by a man, a woman, or whoever, a customer, a client, speak up. That's one of the ways. Then you talk about expressing yourself. So people express themselves in different ways. A lot of people like tattoos. So women have sleeves, women like piercings, and all of that is fine because that's you. So you are taking up space because you are expressing yourself because you like piercings. You like tattoos. People wear full face of makeup. Put your full face on. You know, the men try to, yeah, I don't like all that makeup. You know, they were talking about one of the celebrities. She was going with this man and he was saying he don't like makeup, so she done stopped wearing makeup and she ain't wearing certain clothes. So now, are you really taking up space or are you doing what somebody else wants you to do? When we take up space, we're doing what we want to do. So if makeup is your thing, then you need to have your makeup on. If tattoos are your thing, show your tattoos. If piercings are your thing, show your piercing. I service clients with nails. I have some clients that like long nails. So if that's how you express yourself, you wear your nails long. You have people out in the street, oh, what you do with those long nails? And that is so rude because it's none of your business. It's nobody's business what somebody doing with some long nails. Nobody's business what somebody doing with their tattoos, the colored hair. That's how you express yourself. So when you are expressing yourself, you have to be extremely confident when you're expressing yourself because there is going to be some outside noise about it. And that's cool too, because you know, when you had an outside noise, that means you have bothered people in some kind of way. So we do want the outside noise, or we loves the outside noise. And we also want to set boundaries. That's how we can take up space too. We want to set boundaries and we want to stick to them. Because a lot of times we'll set boundaries and we'll draw the line in the sand and say, hey, don't go over this line. And then as the relationship goes further, we kind of dwindle on down from the boundaries. So now we're back to square one. So we want to set boundaries, and we not only want to set them, but we want to stick with the boundaries. That's all a part of taking up space. Let the people know, hey, you ain't nothing to play with. And it's okay. It's okay to let the people know that you ain't nothing to play with. That's how you take up space. Then that lessens the times that you will have people playing with you. People out here saying anything to you. See, like in high school, I really didn't have too many people bothering me because they was like, oh yeah, she gonna cuss you out. And I mean, you can call it mean, you can call it whatever, but people think that they can say whatever they want to say to you. So I had to let them know. Plus, I'm the only child. I don't have a sibling up here I can go run and tell and this and that. It's all me. So I went ahead and I set the standard. And because getting older, I've had people kind of try to say, well, oh, you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't do this. And then being young, you know, you kind of listen to people when you shouldn't. You still should remain yourself. I kind of let down my guard and let my boundaries down. And so then as an adult, I've had so many issues when I didn't have that many issues when I was doing things the way that I want to do them. So that's why I'm telling you now, stick to the way that you want to be. You don't want people playing with you, you're going to have to speak up. You're going to have to stick to your boundaries. You're going to have to express yourself the way that you want to express yourself. Now, it's how to start taking up space if you haven't started. First, it's going to be in your posture. How you walk in a room, how you sit up. When you walk in a room, you're going to walk with your head up and your feet off the ground. A lot of women walk around with their head down, dragging the floor with their feet. I'm like, what is going on? Don't walk in a room like that, ladies. Keep your head up. Don't worry about what they say. Oh, she thinks she did. She thinks she did. I was talking to this lady, and she said, yep, the manager, she just so sadistic. I said, oh, yeah. I said, what do you mean? She just sadistic. I said, well, what do you mean by sadistic? Well, let me show you her picture. That's okay. So she showed me. Oh, she looks good. She looks nice. She's very pretty. Well, I mean, I'm just saying, like, how she on the picture. I said, well, go to another one. It was the same thing. I said, oh, she look good. Well, I'm just saying, well, I mean, we talked to her, and she said she was going to work on it. So I'm like, work on what? But the lady who was saying it is one of the women who keep her head down and drag her feet across the floor when she walk in a room. She doesn't walk in with confidence. She doesn't exude confidence at all. At all. But then you want to tell somebody about how they act. And those are the ones, the people who have low self-esteem or insecure about themselves. So if you have somebody around you that want to try to belittle anything that you do, anything. Oh, you shouldn't wear your hair like that. Oh, you don't need to get another tattoo. Oh, you don't. See, they are people who can't express themselves boldly, and they are insecure. They have some insecurities. And don't get me wrong, everybody has insecurities. But to go to another person and tell them how they should act or how they should do things is wild. Now, it's a difference if you have people coming to you and you did make some mistakes and you were wrong in some situations, but I'm just talking about tell you how to show up or how not to take up space. That's an insecure individual. You may want to remove yourself from them. I'm just letting you know. But I wouldn't dare go to somebody and say, oh, well, you did this and you shouldn't did that, especially if you don't know what the situation was or is. Or if I'm doing so, or if I like to work, you know, some people insert themselves. If you say you like to work a lot, or you work too much, why you doing this? Why is that in there your business? It's not affecting you. That's an insecurity. So you have to get away from the outside noise. There is going to be a lot of outside noise. When you begin to take up space, there is going to be a lot of outside noise. When you walk in that room and you start holding your head up high and stop dragging your feet, they're going to take a little bit like, oh, what happened with you? What you did? What's new with you? They're going to notice. So just try it. And I please come back to this video and comment and say, oh yeah, they noticed. And it's always good to have the people notice. Because they want you down with them and they want to feel like they are superior to you. When we're all equal, in actuality, we all equal. Everybody doing their own thing. So, when you are speaking up, you got to speak up with confidence. When you're speaking, you have to speak up and speak loud and proud when you're talking. It's okay to say, oh, well, I got an achievement for doing X, Y, Z. It's okay to bring up your accomplishments to others. See, some people, that bothers some people when you do that. Some people say, well, I make a certain amount of money. Some people discuss their pay. And it's okay if you feel like that's you taking up space. Not necessarily a brag, but you're just talking about your accomplishment. And it's okay to always talk about your accomplishments. I used to say, well, yeah, I have a degree before I even started doing this. Or when I was in the process of getting my nail license, I would say, well, I have a degree. And somebody said, oh, you always talk. Yes, I am. Because I worked hard for my degree. You always talk about your accomplishments. But see, they didn't talk about their accomplishments. So people want you to do what they do. And while we're taking up space, we're not doing what anybody else does. We are doing what we want to do. And you want to change your mindset. Change your mindset to the mindset that I can do anything I want to do and I am going to be the best at whatever I do. So taking up space is literally confidence. It's literally doing what you want to do without anybody doing what anybody else wants you to do, or listening to the outside noise. Don't listen to the outside noise, because people can't stand when they are around a confident person if they are not confident. Remember that. People cannot stand to be around a confident person that takes up space if they are not confident, and if they don't take up any space. They're going to just belittle and try to tear you down and make you stop taking up space. So take up space. Be bold. Put the bright colors on. Put the short skirts on. That's what you wear. Put your all black on. Put your baggy clothes on. Some girls got a baggy style to them, and it's cute. Whatever your style is, put all your makeup on. Don't stop wearing all makeup because girls are, yeah, that's too much makeup. No, it ain't. It's enough for you, because that's your style. Always wear your style and be proud of your style. And that's how you can begin taking up space. So, like, share, and comment on this video. And last but not least, take up space. Be authentically you. Bye.